Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, this week, I've been talking about time management, the concept of time, the way time is prioritized in our life. And I thought as we pulled into the weekend, I might do one more biblical passage on time, but let me first put it into its own time, its context. The nation of Israel had been a thriving kingdom under David and under Solomon. It was doing okay under Saul, but nothing like it was under David and Solomon. But after the death of Solomon, there was a civil war in the kingdom. And the kingdom divided into a northern nation, often called Israel, or even Samaria after its capital, and a southern kingdom called Judah, typically, where the capital was in Jerusalem. And the northern kingdom was conquered by the Assyrian army, and those tribes dispersed. The southern kingdom held on against foreign adversaries for a lot longer, but when Hezekiah was king in the southern kingdom, the king of Assyria and his army had been marching through the land, and he never was able to take Jerusalem by the grace of God, truly, but he did conquer a lot of Judah. And during this time of darkness, the prophet Isaiah prophesied. Now, in Isaiah chapter 9, we read this prophecy where Isaiah says that there will be no gloom for her who was in anguish. And he's talking about the land and the cities that the Assyrian king has captured and plundered and turned dark in terms of the life of the people. There will be no gloom for her who was in anguish. In the former time, he brought into contempt the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali. Those were two of the tribes up north in Israel. But in the latter time, he has made glorious the way of the sea, the land beyond Jordan, Galilee of the nations. Here's what is in part being said there by Isaiah, which is what I'm thinking about going into this weekend. There are times of darkness and shadow and anguish in life, but there are also times that are glorious. When the sun is out and the wind's behind us, times that, as I told my wife the other day, we'll look back on and say, those were the good old days. We're living them right now. So you've got times of both. And what I urge everyone to do is to remember the maxim that it's a short road that doesn't have a turn in it. And so you may find yourself in life in the middle of the glorious way, or you may find yourself in life in the middle of anguish and gloom. Under either scenario, the right thing to be doing is to put one foot in front of the other and seek to do the goodness of God each day, trusting Him with the dark times to bring light back into your life and your soul. So regardless of where time places you right now on that scale, remember, after every night comes the morning. Life has always got twists and turns, and growing in the Lord is learning to walk in them. So that's your video thought, not just for today, for the weekend. I'll see you on Monday.